Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. A big tragedy is coming your way. Don't delay anymore. This message will vanish in 35 seconds. Open it quickly or you'll cry desperately. God says, God message, Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. The winds are shifting, the skies are darkening, and the moment you have been waiting for is upon you. A tragedy looms closer than you imagine. Time is running out. You cannot delay any longer. This is not a joke. The universe is trembling on the edge of revelation, and your life is at the center of it all. Listen carefully. Pay attention. Every second you waste is a second that could bring unbearable sorrow. Archangel Michael says, do not scroll. Do not ignore. Do not try to pretend this is someone else's story. This is for you and only you. I see the weight on your shoulders, I see the tears you have hidden, the nights you have spent alone praying and hoping, believing that someone, somewhere, is watching over you. I am watching. I am standing by, but my hands are tied until you act. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open this message before it vanishes, before it disappears from your vision, before this warning is erased by the chaos that surrounds you. The air feels heavier tonight. Can you feel it? That sudden chill down your spine, the unease in your chest, the whisper in your mind that says, something is wrong? That is the signal. That is the alarm from God Himself. A big tragedy is coming your way. But it does not have to be final. You have the power to change its course. You have the ability to turn the storm into a calm, the sorrow into relief, the loss into an opportunity for profound awakening. But the window is closing. Only a few moments remain before this opportunity slips away like sand through your fingers. You may feel powerless. You may feel confused. You may feel that the world is collapsing around you. But Archangel Michael tells you, fear is your enemy right now. Doubt is your enemy. Hesitation is your enemy. You must act immediately. Your destiny, your life, your peace, everything you have worked for, is at stake. Open this. Read this fully. Absorb every word. Pray without ceasing, and trust God with every fiber of your being. God says, I am with you. I have never abandoned you, even when it seemed like the darkness was all that surrounded you. I am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, every tear. But you must respond. You must align yourself with my will. The tragedy I see coming is severe, but it is not the end if you follow the path I lay before you. Listen to Michael's instructions. He has been sent as your protector, your guide, your shield against what is to come. Imagine this: you are walking along a path you have walked many times before, a path that feels familiar, safe, predictable. Suddenly, a shadow falls across the path. A deep darkness that is unnatural, almost suffocating. That shadow is the coming tragedy. But Michael is there, sword in hand, light blazing, wings spread wide. He says to you, step to the side. Trust me. Move quickly. The choice is yours. Step aside, and you will be safe. Hesitate, and you will face consequences beyond your imagination. This is a divine intervention in real time. God says, this is not a test. This is not a simulation. This is your life. This is your soul. This is your moment to rise above fear and act. Archangel Michael continues, the people around you may not understand what is happening. Some may laugh. Some may scorn. Some may try to distract you with trivialities while the storm approaches. Do not listen to them. They are not seeing what I see. They do not understand the weight of the moment. Only you can respond. Only you can make the decision to act before it is too late. Time is slipping through your fingers. 35 seconds, the message said. 35 seconds is all you have before this warning disappears. That is all you have before the consequences arrive. Imagine a clock ticking loudly in your mind, each second echoing the urgency of what must be done. Feel the pressure, the intensity, the absolute necessity to open your heart, your mind, your soul to the divine guidance being offered. There is a reason this tragedy has been allowed to approach. It is a test, a reckoning, a divine awakening. God says, I am giving you this warning not to scare you, but to save you. I am offering you a chance to align, to prepare, to act with the wisdom I have provided. Michael is standing at your side, but he cannot act without your consent, without your acknowledgement, without your engagement. The details of what is coming are complex, but the signs are everywhere. Feel the tremor in the earth beneath you. Hear the whispers in the wind. Watch the people around you, and notice the subtle signs that reveal the hidden forces at work. God says, do not ignore the messages I send. Do not dismiss the signals. What seems small, what seems irrelevant, may carry the key to your salvation. Archangel Michael sees all. He knows all. He is urging you to see, to understand, to act. Open your eyes fully. Open your senses fully. Open this message fully. Each word carries power, each sentence is a lifeline, each paragraph a shield against what is coming. God is speaking directly to you, through Michael, through the urgency, through the emotions that rise up within you as you read this. You may feel fear, but let that fear transform into action. Let it propel you to act, to pray, to connect, to prepare. Michael says, do not wait another second. Do not scroll away. Do not ignore this divine guidance. The tragedy is close, but it is not inevitable. You have the power to avert it, to protect yourself, to shield those you love. But only if you act now, decisively, with unwavering faith. God continues, I have prepared the way. I have sent help. I have placed protection around you that you cannot yet see, but which will become visible if you act in accordance with my will. The tragedy is a doorway, not a destination. Step through it correctly, and you will emerge stronger, wiser, and protected beyond measure. Step through it incorrectly, and the consequences will be severe. God speaks to you now, and this is not a moment to delay. Archangel Michael stands before you, his wings shimmering with the light of 1,000 suns, his voice vibrating with the urgency of heaven itself. He says, it is an emergency. A great tragedy is approaching, one that could shake the foundations of your life. Time is slipping. You must not ignore this. Every second counts. 35 seconds from now, this message may vanish, and with it, the warning you so desperately need. Open it now, or you will find yourself crying desperately, wishing you had heeded these words. God is watching, and your life is about to pivot on a momentary choice. Do not delay. You may feel fear rising in your chest, a tight knot forming in your stomach, as if some invisible hand has reached into the deepest chambers of your heart. That is the truth piercing through the veil of everyday distractions. God is calling. Michael is calling. Your spirit recognizes this urgency because it resonates with the truth that you cannot ignore. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, a storm raging below, the winds of fate swirling, and one whispering voice telling you to step back or risk falling into darkness. That voice is here now. This is that moment. There are forces at work, both visible and invisible, that have been moving silently, subtly, but with deliberate intent. Some of these forces are meant to guide you, to protect you, but others are here to test you, to challenge you, to bring you to the brink so that your faith, your courage, your understanding of God's plan, will be revealed. Michael says, do not try to rationalize this. Do not think you can postpone the truth. The danger is closer than you believe. The tragedy is not only near, it is imminent. You must act now. You must open this completely, let the message sink into your soul, because the hours ahead will test you beyond what you have ever imagined. God is ready to intervene, but your awareness is required. You must recognize the signs. The first sign is subtle. You may feel a chill, a shadow across your day that does not belong. Perhaps a call, a letter, an unexpected arrival that makes your heart skip, makes your mind tremble. This is not random. This is divine orchestration. God is using the world around you, every element, every second, to reach you. Michael says, do not ignore these signs. They are not coincidences. They are the hands of God moving swiftly, showing you what must be seen, revealing what must be known before it is too late. If you hesitate, if you look away, the opportunity to act may vanish. Open your heart. Open your eyes. Open this message fully, without distraction, without doubt. Only then will you be prepared for what comes next. You must understand the gravity of what is about to unfold. This is not merely a warning, it is a revelation, a divine alert. The tragedy that approaches is not always in the form you imagine. It may not strike with fire or flood, but it could dismantle your life in ways subtle and profound. Perhaps a betrayal from someone you trust, someone close, someone whose smile has hidden intentions. Perhaps an opportunity lost forever because you doubted, delayed, or ignored. Perhaps a revelation so powerful that it forces you to confront truths you have avoided, truths you have whispered about in your deepest fears but never dared to voice. Michael says, these are the moments of reckoning. These are the moments where your soul will either rise with clarity and strength, or stumble into regret and sorrow. The choice is immediate. The time is now. Do not look away. Do not ignore this. The seconds are vanishing, but the light of God is still here, still shining, still offering you the path to salvation, understanding, and power over the coming storm. Imagine the storm now, if you dare. See it forming over the horizon of your life. The clouds are thick, dark, heavy with the weight of uncertainty, deceit, and danger. The winds are strong, whipping around the edges of your reality, threatening to pull you off course, to blind you with confusion. But above it all, piercing through the darkness, is a radiant light, the hand of God, the sword of Michael, the guidance you need to navigate safely. You can reach for it, but only if you act with urgency, only if you open this message and let it flow into your consciousness, anchoring you with its divine power. Hesitation will cost more than you realize. Michael leans closer in spirit, his eyes blazing with holy fire. This is not a drill. This is not a suggestion. This is a command from heaven itself. There are elements in motion that you cannot see, that your mind cannot fully comprehend, that only your soul can perceive. If you ignore this, the consequences will be profound. If you embrace it, if you act now, you will witness miracles, protection, guidance, and clarity that will leave you in awe. This is the crossroads of your destiny. One path leads to devastation. One path leads to divine intervention. You must choose wisely. You must choose immediately. 35 seconds may seem brief, but in God's timing, it is an eternity of opportunity or loss. Open this message fully. Trust Michael. Trust God. You are not alone. You are never alone. You are protected, but you must act. There is more. God wants you to see beyond fear, beyond the immediate shadows, to recognize the threads of destiny that have woven together to bring you to this moment. Every event in your life has prepared you for this. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every triumph has been a step leading to now. Michael says, do not despair. The tragedy is only a warning, a catalyst, a revelation. It is not the end. It is the turning point. God has placed you in the center of His plan because you are capable, because you are chosen, because you are ready to witness the truth and act upon it. But your readiness depends on one thing, your attention. Your willingness to open this now. Do not delay. Do not rationalize. Do not hide. The truth is coming, and it will find you, whether you are prepared or not. Open it. Open it immediately. This is your chance to rise above fear, to embrace divine guidance, to step into the light of protection and knowledge that only heaven can provide. This is just the beginning of the message. In the full 30,000 character continuation, I will unfold the series of events, the people involved, the hidden dangers, and the divine interventions waiting to manifest, all with the same urgency, revealing secrets that will shake your understanding of life, trust, and destiny. The message will weave through visions, heavenly revelations, and emotional calls from Archangel Michael, keeping you on edge while guiding you to clarity and empowerment. Every paragraph, every line, will carry the energy of urgency, divine love, and unmissable revelation. God says, listen carefully, for this is not an ordinary message. Archangel Michael is standing before you now, his wings spreading wide, his face serious and full of urgency. He says, this is an emergency. You cannot delay. The moment you read these words may be the only moment you have before a major tragedy touches your life. God's voice is clear, resonant, and loving, yet urgent, and it reaches deep into your heart. Feel it. Let it penetrate. Do not scroll away, do not doubt, do not pause. Every second counts. Right now, there are forces moving in places you cannot see, and there are people around you who are unaware of what is coming. God says, this is a warning only for you. This is a divine message, tailored, created for your eyes and your soul alone. There are events unfolding that could shake the foundations of your world, that could make your spirit tremble, but God is protecting you. You are safe, not because the danger is gone, but because God is with you, because you are under his divine shield. Archangel Michael whispers to you now, you have been chosen to hear this. Not everyone receives such a warning. Many go through life blind, unaware, until the moment is too late. But you are being prepared. You are being guarded. You are being given knowledge that can change the course of what is about to happen. Michael's eyes are intense, almost fiery, yet they shine with compassion. He says, do not be afraid. Do not panic. Trust in the divine protection surrounding you. Trust in God. Pray to him with your whole heart. He will guide you through the storm that is approaching. God says, the tragedy is near, yes, but it is not your fate to fall. What is coming is a test, a trial, a situation that may seem overwhelming at first. You may feel fear, confusion, or despair. You may question why this is happening to you. But God is reminding you now, the purpose of trials is not to destroy you, but to reveal your strength, to awaken your spirit, and to show you the paths that are true. Michael continues, you must act immediately. This message will vanish soon. Only 35 seconds remain for you to truly absorb this. Every moment of delay could allow confusion or fear to cloud your judgment. Open your heart now. Pray. Listen. Breathe. Know that God's presence is constant, unshakable. The angels are with you. I, Michael, am with you. God says, many will not see this message. Many will ignore the signs, brush away the warnings, and face consequences they could have avoided. But you, chosen one, you are receiving this because there is work for you to do, protection to accept, and blessings to prepare for. A tragedy may approach, but what you do in these moments of divine warning can prevent devastation, can protect your loved ones, can shift the trajectory of what seems inevitable. Archangel Michael says, imagine a storm on the horizon. The winds howl, the sky darkens, and yet there is a place of safety. There is a shelter, a place where you are untouched. That shelter is God's presence, and it is available to you now. Step into it. Pray. Trust. Obey. Do not question. Do not hesitate. The storm may roar outside, but inside, in the sanctuary of God, you are safe. God says, right now, there are people moving against you, people you may trust, people you may know, or even circumstances that seem random but are part of the unfolding pattern. Do not be alarmed, but be aware. Awareness is not fear, it is preparation. God is giving you knowledge. God is giving you foresight. Use it wisely. Move carefully. Speak gently. Pray continuously. God will not allow harm to touch you unless there is a divine purpose, and even then, He will provide guidance through it. Michael now instructs, take a moment to pray aloud. Ask God for protection over your mind, body, and spirit. Ask Him to shield your family, your friends, and your home. Ask Him to illuminate the path ahead. He will answer. He is listening. Every word you say in faith reaches His ears immediately. Do not delay. Time is of the essence. The next few minutes, hours, or days may define the course of events, but God is always sovereign. He controls the outcome, not the chaos around you. God says, it is easy to become distracted, to think that life is normal, that nothing serious is happening. But the divine perspective sees all. God sees what is hidden, what is yet to come, and what can be altered by your choices now. Your faith, your trust, your obedience, and your attention can avert harm, can bring clarity to confusion, can bring miracles into situations that seem impossible. Archangel Michael's voice becomes firm, yet tender, do not let fear rule you. Fear is the enemy of clarity. Trust is the path to safety. Pray with your whole heart. Speak God's name with courage. Remember that you are never alone. Even when the world seems dark, even when danger seems near, God walks with you, His angels guard you, and the divine light will never leave your side. God says, a tragedy may come, but it will not touch you unless you allow it. You have power through prayer, through faith, through awareness. You have protection that no human can understand, guidance that transcends mortal perception. Believe it. Receive it. Stand firm in it. Michael warns, do not dismiss this message as coincidence. Do not delay your prayers. Do not speak lightly. The urgency you feel is real. It is God's warning, His guidance, His love. He wants you safe. He wants you prepared. He wants you to see the truth before the chaos strikes. Do not close this message without acting on it. Read it, absorb it, speak it, and follow it. God says, now, feel the presence around you, the warmth, the love, the clarity, and the urgency all together. Know that every step you take in trust, every word of prayer you utter, every action you take with awareness is a step closer to safety and a step away from harm. Archangel Michael concludes, you are strong. You are chosen. You are protected. The tragedy may loom, but it is not your end. Open your heart to God. Accept His guidance. Pray continuously. Walk in faith. And know that no matter what happens, you are never alone, you are never forsaken, and you are always loved. Open your soul now, open your eyes fully, open this message fully, and let God move through you. Do it immediately. Do it now. Your safety, your peace, your life may depend on this single act of faith. God says, do not delay, do not fear, do not doubt. Let these words guide you, strengthen you, protect you. Your life, your loved ones, your path is being watched over. Trust God, trust Archangel Michael, trust yourself. Pray now. Breathe now. Prepare now. God says, listen carefully, for this is not a message to skim, this is not a message to ignore. Archangel Michael stands before you now, his wings trembling, his voice strong yet desperate, echoing through the heavens with urgency you cannot yet fully grasp. He says, it is an emergency, a situation of monumental importance that is moving faster than the eye can follow. A big tragedy is approaching your life, a shadow that has been waiting, silently, patiently, and now it has been given permission to move forward unless you act immediately. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Every second you waste, every glance you give to distraction, allows this darkness to grow stronger. Open this message fully, let it penetrate your heart, your soul, your very being, because what is coming is not ordinary, it is not something that will whisper quietly, it will roar, it will shake the foundations of your life unless you align yourself fully with God's protection and guidance. Right now, God says, you may feel calm, you may feel like life is moving normally, but that is an illusion. That sense of safety you feel, the rhythm of your day, the familiar sounds of your surroundings, they are fragile, like a thin layer of ice over a deep, rushing river. Beneath it lies turbulence, unpredictability, danger that has already begun to shape itself into reality. Archangel Michael says, pay attention, because he is crying, his tears fall like fire and lightning mingled together, each one carrying the weight of what might happen if you ignore this warning. This is not a test. This is not a casual nudge to be considered later. This is your life, your family, your future, your peace at stake. He says, open your heart now, open your mind now, and understand that the forces at work are real, and their intent is not benevolent. They are moving, planning, calculating, and unless you align with God's protection, their path may intersect with yours in ways that could shatter everything you hold dear. Archangel Michael says, he has been waiting, standing at the gate of your destiny, watching over you tirelessly. Yet, even he cannot force you to act if you remain passive. He says, take your faith in your hands and wield it like a sword, like a shield, like a divine weapon of light that will repel the darkness. Your prayer is more powerful than you can imagine. When you pray with intention, with urgency, with the full recognition that God is listening, miracles that seem impossible are drawn directly into your reality. Right now, God wants you to trust Him fully. Do not let fear paralyze you. Do not let doubt cloud your judgment. The moment to act is this moment. The time is now. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate the seriousness of what is coming. It will arrive faster than you can prepare if you do not take action now. God says, He sees everything. He sees the people moving behind the scenes, the ones who are plotting, those whose intentions are hidden from your eyes. They have tried to camouflage their actions, to make themselves invisible to your perception, but nothing is hidden from God. He sees every thought, every whisper, every plan formed in secrecy. And now, He is exposing it to you. The veil is lifting, and what you are about to see may shock you, may terrify you, may make you question everything you believed was safe and secure. Archangel Michael says, face it with courage. Do not run. Do not hide. Confront it in the light of God's truth, and you will emerge stronger, protected, and untouchable by the forces of harm that sought to touch you. God says, there is a person, or perhaps multiple people, whose intentions toward you have been disguised as care, as love, as concern, but in reality, they have been working against your destiny. Michael says, he cannot say enough about the urgency of uncovering this. It is not just your emotional life that is at risk, it is your financial future, your family's well-being, the very safety of your home and your personal environment. Do not dismiss this. Do not delay another minute. These individuals, these shadows, have been operating under the assumption that you are unaware, that you are distracted, that you will continue as if nothing is happening. But God is breaking that illusion. God is opening your eyes, and Michael says, open them fully. Do not close them again until you have acted on what you are shown. Now, hear this, a great opportunity is hidden within this warning. What seems like tragedy is also a path to unprecedented blessing. God says, every storm carries the seed of its own resolution, every threat carries the blueprint for divine intervention. When the darkness arrives, when the challenge presents itself, if you stand firm, if you trust Him, if you act with faith, you will not only survive, but you will thrive beyond your imagination. Michael says, picture this, like the thickest night that seems endless, the first rays of the morning sun are ready to break through at exactly the right moment. But you must be awake, you must be alert, you must be prepared to receive it. Do not sleep through this message. This is your call to arms, your divine summons to awaken to the reality of God's protection, and to claim it fully for yourself and those you love. God says, begin by centering yourself in prayer, in meditation, in full acknowledgement of His power. Speak His name with intention. Visualize His light surrounding you, flowing into every corner of your home, your family, your personal space. See it pushing back the shadows, the unseen threats, the hidden agendas. Michael says, when you do this, you are not only protecting yourself, you are empowering the angels assigned to you to act with maximum force on your behalf. Their power is immense, their vigilance eternal, but they need your cooperation, your clarity, your willingness to align fully with divine will. Trust that God will amplify every sincere prayer, every act of faith, every plea for protection, until the forces of harm are rendered powerless. Archangel Michael says, also pay attention to the small signs. Often, people dismiss what seems minor, a missed call, an unexpected sound, a fleeting thought, an unusual feeling. These are not coincidences, they are signals, nudges from God, warnings from your angels. He says, listen carefully to your intuition, because it is heightened now, sharpened to a degree that can guide you through unseen dangers. When you sense hesitation, when you feel that something is off, trust it. Do not rationalize it away. These instincts are the whispers of God's protection, the messages from Michael, guiding you toward safety, toward clarity, toward action that will prevent what might otherwise have been unavoidable tragedy. God says, there are decisions you have been postponing, actions you have been delaying, truths you have been avoiding. Now is the moment to confront all of them. Michael says, do not fear confrontation, do not fear revelation. The truth is your shield. The truth is your weapon. What you are afraid to see is exactly what you need to see to secure your life, your heart, and your future. Whether it is a betrayal, a hidden agenda, a secret being kept from you, face it now. Confront it with prayer, with faith, with the certainty that God's presence is with you, that His justice will prevail, that His protection is absolute. When you act in alignment with this truth, when you acknowledge what has been hidden, you strip the darkness of its power, you neutralize its influence, and you claim the divine blessings that have been waiting for you all along. Archangel Michael says, there is a timing element here that cannot be overstated. Seconds matter. Every heartbeat counts. Every delayed action is an opportunity lost, a door left open for danger to enter. God says, the window is narrow, the alignment critical. Your focus, your intent, your willingness to act decisively, these are the factors that will determine the outcome. Do not underestimate the power of now. This is not a rehearsal, this is not a practice. The emergency is unfolding as you read this. You must engage fully, intentionally, and with unshakable faith. Michael says, feel the urgency, embrace it, let it ignite your resolve. Let it fuel every action you take from this moment forward. God says, there are blessings ready to manifest, blessings beyond what you can currently imagine, but they are contingent upon your response. When danger comes, when the threat becomes apparent, act. Protect yourself. Trust Him fully. Speak His name aloud. Invoke Michael's protection. Call upon the angels to encircle you, your home, your family. Every word, every thought, every prayer counts. Do not allow fear to silence you. Do not allow doubt to cloud your judgment. The forces aligned against you are real, but so is the divine power at your disposal. You are not helpless. You are not abandoned. You are chosen. You are protected. And God says, if you act now, you will witness a miracle that will leave you in awe, a shift so profound that the memory of this moment will forever be a turning point in your life. Archangel Michael says, remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it is action in the presence of fear. Take your courage, hold it like a torch, let it light your path through the darkness. Do not wait for someone else to act, do not hope that the danger will pass without intervention. This is your moment. This is your divine assignment. Open your heart fully to God's guidance, listen intently to every whisper, every signal, every inner prompt that directs you toward safety and protection. Do not dismiss these signs as coincidence. Do not minimize their significance. God is communicating through every detail, every nuance, every event that seems unusual or sudden. Pay attention. Act decisively. Trust completely. God says, the tragedy that threatens you is not inevitable. It can be averted. It can be transformed. It can be turned into a catalyst for miraculous change, for profound growth, for spiritual elevation. But only if you respond now. Only if you act without hesitation. Only if you align fully with His divine will and the guidance of Archangel Michael. He says, your life, your heart, your family, your destiny are at stake. Open your eyes fully. Open your ears fully. Open your heart fully. Do not delay. Do not ignore. Do not rationalize away the urgency. This is the moment of awakening, the moment of divine intervention, the moment when your actions, or your inaction, will determine the course of your life. God says, trust Him completely. Pray without ceasing. Invoke His protection. Let the angels surround you. Michael is at your side now, ready to act, ready to shield you, ready to intercede with all the power of heaven. But he cannot act fully if you remain passive, if you continue to doubt, if you fail to acknowledge the seriousness of this message. Act decisively. Act now. Do not waste another second. The emergency is real, the threat is real, and the time to respond is now. God says, you are safe. You are protected. You are chosen. And if you follow this guidance, if you open yourself fully to His presence and the protection of Archangel Michael, you will emerge stronger, safer, and more blessed than ever before.